Hello. We are back Wednesday and we have a special job today because the customer said, I know your YouTube channel, I watch your YouTube channel, you fix a laptop like this, like my one, Asus ZenBook, and I couldn't fix it. I couldn't find the problem. Well, obviously it's a different situation here. He plugged some USB thingy, some I don't know, some device, and spark without USB, and from that point laptop died. So we have to fix it. Okay? So at least he tried. He made everything possible, but not always the things are simple. Especially when you play with the USB with tracks, they are going straight to the chipset, and probably will be a messy job or I can't fix it. But we can try. You can try. I'm looking for something and I can't find. Is the 5 volts power supply, it will not die because you came with high voltage on the USB, so most likely the chipset is dying, but who knows. I can't find a sticker, I can't believe, just to cover the phone number. But you know what I will do, I'll take the receipt out. Yeah, not powering on, that's the issue. I told you already, the customer already tried to fix it. It's an Asus with a Apple sticker. It's a nice laptop, i7. Probably just the expensive one. He told me one screw is missing. And he said, I watch your video, I done the same. I don't know which video, I know like a few weeks ago I have a ZenBook to fix. And he said I couldn't find the problem. Hopefully he didn't play with the power supply on the board. I can only hope. I have 2 more screws here. Okay. How this is supposed to come out? Huh? Okay, on the back. But keep in mind, that's a nice laptop. Have the startup chip, the IT chip, have the RAM on board, processor and graphics. 2 SSD hard drives. Wow, this is an expensive one. And the board looks black here. Yeah, let's check under the microscope. So here next to the USB port, from what I can see, let's take the sticker out. So the capacitor is blown. That means it was high voltage. Yeah, exactly what I told you. So look at this cap. This is blow up. It will be fine without a cap, but that's not the issue here. So with this blow up cap, the laptop will still work fine. Now let's try to check the truck. So here was high voltage. Let's get a multimeter, that mode, okay. Minus plus. And it's not short, exactly what I told you, it's not short. Exactly what I told you. Here you have the input. Look, the input is nice, you can see everything. You have the plus, first MOSFET, second MOSFET, you have the current sensor here. From here the power supply. Let's plug the charger and check together, yeah? So somehow he missed that capacitor. Actually the capacitor is blown. Weird charger. I don't think I have this laptop before with this charger. It's the first time when I see a charger like that. Plug the charger. Let's switch on volts. Volts. And here we have 19. You can see on the multimeter. After the two MOSFETs we have 19. So you remember what I told you? The 19 volts power rail is fine. And you have the charger now, don't tell me it's working. Don't tell me actually that was the only problem. You can press the power button, nothing happened. You can press the power button and nothing happened. Sorry, I forgot to switch. So we do have the charging light there. You see the charging light? But if we press the power button, it's not working. Let's see the battery voltage. .7. The battery is fine. We can try to reset the BIOS, but I don't think that's the problem. Battery out, BIOS battery out. Plug the charger back. I'll just press the power button. Nah, it's not coming good. It will be too easy. Okay. Let's leave the charger inside. Let's come with 5 volts. 5 volts. On the power supply we have 5 volts. Ground. Plus exactly where that capacitor explodes. And it's taking 250 milliamps, which is not unusual. Let's unplug the charger, let's unplug the battery, and let's play now with the power supply. Let me just stick the ground there. $250 milliamps. Oi, 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 oi. I see now, yeah. Check here. What's that blown chip? See that chip? That's exploded. That chip is exploded. Wow, this is bad. That chip is 512 51275. 51275. Let's check online quickly. 51275 chip. Step down. Step down controller, 5 volts and 3.3. Okay, so the chip indeed explode. Yeah, that's our chip. Yeah, that's the one. 51275. Yeah. The problem is, so the high voltage come here 5 volts. The chip exploded. But if somehow the high voltage from 5 volts goes to 3.3, our Super IO is dead. 51275. Maybe we can find it. Well, you know what we can try? No, we can't try. The chip position. There. Okay, has a sign on the. Let's remove that chip. Let's remove that chip quickly. Maybe I can find this chip on some board. Maybe. But it's very possible we are replacing this chip and yeah, 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. So this truck is blow up. It's welded. You know what do I want to try? I want to try if I plug now the charger, you still have the orange light? That's what I want to try. Yes, we still have the orange light. So the charging circuit, it's independently from Super IO. Obviously, the Super IO is dead because the 3.3 and 5 volts power supply It's not working. You know what I want to try? Let's try. Oh, sorry. Let's try. Let me try with the BPIC thing. From the exploded cap here to the ground, it's okay. So that's not the ground. And let's see, it's going on which coil? It's going nowhere. It's coming to a pin to this chip. No. Which is the output? The output for wait, has to be some MOSFETs and the coils, and it are two coils here, small coils. So one has to be 3.3. Let's try with 3.3. 3.3. Now let's see on the chip. The 3.3 is okay. I found the configuration. 1 second. Pin number 1. So we have exploded. Let me switch it. As a pin number 1, and we have V in. V in, that's the pin which is exploded. And my logical question is why? Because V in is 19. VREC 3, VREC 5. Yeah, let's check those, yeah. For short, yeah. Now let's see we ground. Oh, take out the battery, okay. So 3.3 is here, yeah. And 5 volts is here. VREC 3 and VREC 5, and that's fine, are not shorted. And the output, so this has power supply inside this chip. Two 3.3 to 5 volts. You can see on the is saying you have this one 5 volts VREC 5, VREC 3.3, and it's saying 3.3 volts all is on. And you have two more power supplies driven by these MOSFETs. So what do I want to check? I want to check this SW2, no, SW1 for short. SW2, SW1, yeah, let's check. So that's the one, and it is shorted. Here it's a short. Ah, you can't see, sorry. So this one is shorted here. You can see the multimeter, but trust me, it's shorted. SW1, and this one is shorted again. And the both are shorted, 3.3 and 5 volts. Our laptop is completely dead. Because this 3.3 is going to supply power to the chipset. So I don't care about the 5 volts. But that 3.3, yeah? That 3.3 is very important power F. So I'm just checking some things before ordering this chip. SW1, this one, SW1 is the 5 volts one. Okay, I don't care about that. SW2, I do care, but more about this one, SW2, this one. This one is very important. SW2 multimeter. Okay, okay. It's taking 1 amp, and the other one is taking 1 amp, 2 volts, and this one 0.0. This has a very low resistance. So with the on-screen multimeter, you can see, you can't see because there's no diode mode 0, yeah, and this one 0, nearly 0. That's bad. That's so bad, yeah. So let's try come with the power supply 3.3 volts and see what is getting hot. Most likely the processor, probably the chipset is inside of the processor. We'll see, we'll see. SW2, yeah, that's the important one. SW1 and 2, you see the track is going to the middle of the MOSFETs and after that to the coil, and yeah. And if I would check, yeah, if I would be to check the coils, yeah, let's check the coils. So we have the multimeter. So we have this coil, 0. You can see 0, that's means short to ground. And this coil, nearly 0. Okay? So this is the 5 volts. And this one with 0 is the 3.3, yeah, is this one from here. So I'll come with 3.3. Come with 3.3. On the coil, it's taking 1 amp. And the Super IO is not getting hot because it's not taking power from there. The Super IO is taking power from VREC 3, which is on the pin. Let me see. VREC 3. VREC 3. Here. That's VREC 3. It's taking 1 amp. Wow, that's so bad. This is gonna be so. It's so much damage. .4 amps. It's so much damage. Ay, 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 ay. I really need a thermal camera. So let's have a look together. Something here. Something here. There's so much something. Let's check. 3.3. What's that? That's a regulator for the fan. Anyway, that one is getting mad hot. Yeah. Now, next problem. Let's go back to our problem. Not microscope. Wait, it's not. It's not. Sorry. There is a BIOS battery. What the chip is doing? So that one is not a fan connector. It's a BIOS battery. So this is charging the battery. It's a rechargeable battery. Let's see. Can be. Volts. The multimeter on screen. Plus. And we have 0 volts on the battery connector. Yeah, we have 0 volts. So our battery is dead. Let's switch on the diode mode. Diode mode. Plus with ground is not short. But the plus, let's see if it's going here. It's not going here. The ground here it is ground. Okay, so here is a short on this power rail. No, the BIOS battery have nothing to do with this. With this thingy here. But for some reason even the BIOS battery is dead. And the BIOS battery pin is going to the Super IO. Just imagine that. It's so even there you have a problem because your battery is dead. And we have no schematics also. So this is probably it's a regulator. Probably it's a regulator. Let's go to the Super IO and do more research on the Super IO. IT. We have the multimeter on screen. Let's see. It is not short. I'm just checking the here is short. So even here you have, you see this is a capacitor and you have 0, 0. So most likely, you know, a capacitor is on a power rail and it's short. Let's check more. There is no short. Just try to find a power rail from this. On this chip. It is not short. Because I have no idea which is plus and minus here. Here we have the same chip like there. But most likely it's a regulator. You can see here any big truck like this, big truck, this is a big truck. This is a big truck. It's a big truck and it's 0. You can see these big trucks. So these are you know, power rails. You can see this one. It's large. It's a large one. So this one is shorted. So we have this one, which is coming here, and that's all. Okay, let's see about the other truck, yeah? This is VREC free, what we checked. Let's check the 3.3 volts output, which is shorted. That's the 3.3 volts output. And it's taking 1.4 amps, you can see on the power supply. And most likely the processor is getting hot. But who knows? Who knows? So most likely something is burned. I can feel something warm around the SSD hard drives. Let's raise the current, yeah? Raise the current 3 amps. Yeah, 3 amps. This is proper damage. I can't feel anything hot here. Nothing. And when you don't feel anything hot, that's bad. That means it's the processor which is radiating the heat by the heatsink. You understand? That's a bad thing when actually it's nothing hot, but it's taking current. Let's take out the heatsink, yeah? So something is wrong around the Super I/O, something is wrong here. It's wrong even with the 5 volts, it's shorted, that power rail is shorted. When a high voltage hit a power rail, everything on that power rail gets faulty. Most likely. So even if I want to help the customer, probably I can't. It's way too damaged, way too damaged. And they really made everything possible, to help this. And you have look, I'm watching on your YouTube channel and I'm trying to fix things, I'm trying to help them. But it's hard. So 3.3. What did I told you? What did I told you? What did I told you? Yeah, that's why nothing is getting hot. Because it's it's gone. It's not the processor, the chipset is gone. Even if you try to repair this, you can't do it. Nah. That's the end point, yeah? That's the end point. When the processor is gone, that's the end point. Yes, I put some petrol there. It's Zippo petrol. I seen people asking on the last video. So now we'll come with the current 3.3. Check there. You can see it. Oh, on, off, on, off. More current. We are like 5 amps now. On, off, on, off. Actually, it's getting very hot. That's the chipset. This one is the chipset, and it's gone. So that's the moment when you stop and you say, you know what? I think he said he want to buy another motherboard, and yeah, that's how this laptop will work again. But otherwise it's time for another one. That's the moment when it's time for another one. Yeah, so let's recap. The VREC 3 is shorted. The 3.3 is shorted. The 5 volts is shorted. Even around the Super IO something is shorted. This bit, which I don't know what is, it's the VREC 3. I'm sure, I'm 100% sure. The VREC 3 will go to the Super IO, but on the way is something on the way, probably some regulator or some switch, something. And this is getting hot, and the power is not getting from VREC 3 to the Super IO. The chipset is getting hot. It's getting a lot of current. So I'm really sorry. For me, that's the point when I stop. It's already, we spent like more than half an hour. But that's part of the business, yeah? So you have to take this as something normal. Sometimes fixed, sometimes not. And I have a lot of messages. You know, I have something blah 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 to fix, and I give them, you know, we are not taking jobs from outside. Just go to a local shop. Yeah, I went there. I went to 2 shops. They can't fix it. I want to send it to you to fix. You know, you just have to accept the loss. You know, not everything can be repaired. Just accept the loss. Just accept it's gone, and some things cannot be repaired. Like this one. I don't think anyone can repair this board. Maybe you have a lot of time, the money and time and tools, and you can end up paying like double just trying to fix his motherboard, paying like the laptop value. Some things are not meant to be fixed. Other sign is the BIOS battery is 0 volts, and the BIOS battery, it's a low power truck which is going to the Super IO. That's a sign actually even the Super IO is dead. Okay. You plug the battery, the 19 volts power rail is not shorted. It still looks like it's still charging, but I don't know. Well, I'm really sorry, this is not a fixing video, so we didn't fix anything. Maybe next time. So I'll stop now. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and you see sometimes are things which we can't fix it. They are too damaged. So what happened here on the USB comes more than 5 volts, but probably a lot more. Okay, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.